Hi everyone, the Mature Simmer here. Welcome back to Train Simulator and the RBJets Marias Pass series. I figured out I was saying it wrong. It's the Marias River, the Marias Pass. So I think I was saying Marias, but anyway, Scenario 12. It says it's a short run into Essex, 20 minutes, difficulty easy. Let's get this one done. Greetings and welcome to Leaving Whitefish Part 4. This will be a short run down to the Essex yards so a switcher can switch out some of the stock you have. Scenario yard work Essex. Now let's head down there when the line is clear. Alright, so we're literally just doing 4 steps, heading down, not very far, so we're just going to Essex West past 2701. So it says when the line is clear. So there you go. We've got a train coming now. So we're just waiting for him to get by. We'll be moving forward that way. We'll see how long he is, but so got a worker milling around down there. Looks like we've got some hoppers maybe full of wheat or something, and then some log cars. So we have got not a super long train here, but this is where we had stopped in the last scenario, I believe. So given that this is 20 minutes, and this is telling us about, well, that's just 9 to get to that part, so I'm just going to say we may not have very far to go, but we might have 5 minutes waiting here for this guy to go by. It's definitely not a small load. There's more logs there. I was going to say these cars are like half full, but those are bigger logs in that case, so maybe from a weight standpoint they were maxed out. Thought it was it. No, that is it. But obviously then, it's got to get to the point where we can then switch, the switch will switch, I should say. Just got to make sure that we don't start rolling. Whoops. We are rolling backwards. That's not good. Alright, so now we're green. So there we go. So we can go 35. Now we've obviously made that switch block red. Looks like then we can go 40 once we get far enough down here. So, not sure what the 50 for us is. This is Paola, which was where we were at the end of the last scenario. So the good thing is, we're heading kind of into an area we've not been to before, I would assume, given this direction. I assume this isn't that long of a block that has a single track, but it might be all the way to Essex before we can do something different. Didn't tell us anything about checking the switches, so I'm assuming everything is automatic between here and where we need to be. Looks like we've got at least a little tunnel. Maybe it's finally a nice big tunnel. So, the Marias River. I think I'm saying that right now. Down there, off to the left. Let me make make sure I got my lights on. No, little short tunnel again. So no real long tunnels on this run so far, or this route. Which probably is a good thing. I mean, I'm sure tunnels are not the easiest and cheap thing to build, so. We'll get ourselves through here. About 3.5 miles to Pinnacle Main 1. Let's see. Looks like we're still speeding up. Another. Okay. How am I speeding? It's interesting. Are we going downhill? Maybe we are. I better. Because just going to 13, we start speeding up quite a bit. Well, now we're not, but so this one's a little longer. So I would say we finally have a good tunnel here. So yeah, that was a good length. The whole train might be in the tunnel at once here. Not sure how we would know that. I suppose I could take the outside view and bounce back and forth. So 0.5. See a signal up there. Maybe that's where we finally change to a double track, or maybe that's just a signal. Well, I'm not quite sure, unless we were going to a double track, why we'd have a signal. Because there's nothing that would stop us. So yeah, I'm thinking this was the single piece, and once again it makes sense because we had a couple tunnels, so if they can avoid having to dig that. So, green on top, red on the bottom. Which makes it seem like there would be some other direction, but obviously that's not happening. Alright, so 25 is enough to speed us up, but 13 is not. Alright, I think now we might be going downhill. So I'm just going to have to be careful here. No, I'm not sure. Put a little bit on. Maybe it just wasn't enough of a incline there. No, we are going down. I can see it now finally with the blocks. So I'm going to have to watch my brakes a bit more. So I'm sure once we get past a certain point, we're going to kind of continue to move here. Yep. So let's see if I just do a little bit of braking. That seems to work. So I'll do that at 0.4 for the grade, so not too bad. I was going to say the rivers seems to be a little closer to us here. But now we're slowing down. So let's see, 0.7, are we? Oh, we're climbing again, that's why. Okay. So we just went down for a bit, because yeah, at this point, with 0.25, with 25%, doesn't look like we're speeding up, we're just maintaining. If I go to, what, 38, I'm sure I'll speed up a bit. Get ourselves a little closer, maybe to like 39.5. And then I'll back off a bit, go down to 25. So there's a little bit of momentum that obviously is there. Of course, now we're at 0.4, so I think that's part of it. Looks like some rocks fell nearby there. Alright, got blinking yellow, so we're gonna have to just be careful, because there may be something going on there. It's not telling us to slow down, but now we finally have tracks that move over. Alright, so we're going via main Essex 1 for a little over 3 miles away. But yeah, definitely kind of just a plain run at this point. Just running the train where we need to get it, but then we'll be doing some more yard work in the next scenario. Congrats to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Okay. Dispatch, are they a dance squad? Oh, he's funny. Not quite sure. If that person has some tie, likes that team, maybe something was happening when he was writing this scenario, that they were winning the championship. I think that was years and years ago, so. We are speeding up a bit, so it looks like we've got kind of a little bit of a open space here. A little bit of a mine, maybe. Hard to tell, but we're just kind of going around this turn. Again, we'll get to like 39.5. We're kind of continuing to climb. Whoops, I think I can go to 25 now, and maybe maintain, but it is at 0.8, so that might be hard to, might not be able to do it then anyway. No, we can't. The 38 is enough to speed us up, so that means we'd have to go back and forth a bit. It seemed like it was enough to speed us up. Maybe it's not. 0.8 might have crossed into the next threshold, because yeah, but now we're 0.7, so I'll just kind of stay here and then we'll probably start accelerating. Yep, now we're going quicker. It's gotten a little less steep, so obviously that requires a little less power to go ahead and move that along. So yeah, like the far distant mountains are pretty basic from the graphics standpoint, it looks like, but yeah, looks pretty good here. You know, and I don't know, I mean, far mountains, when you look at them like that, they look similar. Not a lot of detail, obviously. Alright, so below a mile. Back up to 0.8. So there's a signal at Essex Main 1 West. A little bit of a tractor there waiting to cross over. Luckily he's waiting for us instead of deciding to play chicken with the train. Nobody in there, so maybe they just parked it there. But I'm thinking, yeah, I'm pretty sure we can see that signal up there, but we got to be down to 25. So Essex Pass, where we want to be. West Pass lead, and then 2701. So, alright, so we're going to start slowing down. So yeah, I'm sure we got to get to 25 because we're changing lines at that point. Alright, so let me adjust that here. So I think we're okay because this is going to move us over. Oh, no, it's not going to move us over. So I'm wondering if I shouldn't have gone. It's probably going to flag me for passing a signal at danger. I don't know. Alright. I assume the lead, maybe now it'll move me over. Yep. Alright, and we're going for 27:01. So yeah, he looks like he's finally going. He was waiting. Stop near the end of Essex West past 27:01. Tanks. Check switches. Okay. So let me do that. Let's see where we're at. There we are. Alright. Where's 27:01? So yeah, I think we're okay. 0.9 miles. So we'll see if it says Essex Pass West 27:01. I appear to be in the correct place. But we're climbing up here. Alright. So now we do have to slow down a bit. Get ourselves down. There we go. So now we slowed down way more than we needed to. The 27:01 I think is going to be straight. So there we go, 15. And we'll just have to get ourselves fully on there, I'm sure. So we are climbing a bit, I think. Yeah. Pretty sure. It's interesting that we're able to maintain that speed that well. But there we go. But yeah, we are climbing. But maybe because it's such low speed, the power is enough. So, yeah, we'll have to get there past the switch. So, past this branch there. So, it's definitely crawling along. Moving a little bit quicker now. Okay. So now at this point, we should be able to slow down and park ourselves. And then hopefully see the timer starting to go. There we go. So we'll get that to go across. And then we'll be here. And then I assume we'll do some yard work in this space here before we continue on. So it looks like there's stuff over to the left side. A couple sheds maybe we'll go through. All right, great. Now go grab some lunch with your buddy at the Isaac Walton Hotel. while they switch out the lumber flat wagons with some center beam stock in the scenario yard work Essex. Scenario complete. So speeding once. It's not telling us we went through any signal, so I guess we were okay. Alright, but an 8-mile trip, not very far. But we got it done in the 20 minutes, so I'd say we did well. I'll see you next time.